when I was taking my master's program, I was in a youth group at church. It was Spring Garden Church. And one of the things we did is we visited an elderly gentleman who was actually on his deathbed in a small little house downtown Toronto. And there was about 6 of us. And he knew he was dying. And so he asked if people would come up and sing hymns to him. And so this was rather interesting. We would go up this long staircase and we would sing a few of his favorite hymns, just circle his bed. And then one time what he did is he took each of us by the hand and he kind of gave a blessing to us, and he gave a word shortly before I passed away. Maybe he passed away maybe a week or 2 later. But one of the things he said, when he took my hand, he said, you're going to learn about business. Well, I want to share this proverb with you. And it was Proverbs 10:22, and it said, "It is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it." I thought, wow, that's an interesting proverb. And I'd been studying the Proverbs according to the day of the month. On the 15th, you read Proverbs 15. And so I'd been circling the Proverbs that have to do with money. But that particular proverb shed a new light on finances, because rather than using the accrual method or the cash method or doing finance calculations, this has a new concept. It is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. I thought, wow, that's the kind of blessing I would like. Wealth which is not contaminated with sorrow. Unfortunately, most of the business schools in North America don't even teach the concept of contamination. And they just said more equals better. The Bible doesn't teach that at all. It says there's more, like an XY axis. There's the x-axis and the y-axis. And the more is on one side and the better is on the other side in terms of 2 axes. And they're not the same thing. Sometimes less is better. And so it is a blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he has no sorrow to it. And I often thought about that because I think the Lord used him on his deathbed to give me a verse from Proverbs. And there's 176 verses in Proverbs that have to do with money out of 943, to alert me to a very important truth that, there's more to money than just having more of it. And frankly, I don't really want money without blessing, because it's really the blessing we want. And we think sometimes money brings it, and sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So that was a bit of a turning point in my life. His name was Mr. Halewood, and he actually remembered the Great Chicago Fire, I think, when he was very young. So he goes way back, but very frail, but yet very full of the Holy Spirit and wanting to get ready for heaven.